And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks for...
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Green, Harden out there with Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Harris in at the power forward. Now here's Harden. Over Harris. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Simmons against Harden. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harris against Harden. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Curry kicks to Simmons. Curry passes to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Harden dishes to Jordan to end the run over Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Harris.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First one falls for him.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And the Nets making a change here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Griffin comes in for Bruce Brown. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And Philadelphia has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And there's the pass to Simmons. No one near Curry as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Shots good by Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving looking over the floor and stolen by Howard. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Korkmaz. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Claxton with the bucket.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Pass to Korkmaz. Out to the right wing. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. On the way, Harris. Right wing. Milton the pass to Scott. Great D that time from Jordan.
doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
The 76ers making a switch here. Eibel's checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brown comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Nets. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Korkmaz passes to Maxey. And Jordan sends it back. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Harris.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now, here's Thibault. Pass to Maxey. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Passes it to Thibault. Here's Scott, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here is Harden. He kicks it to Brown. Harden against Harris. Harden gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Now here's Simmons. Stolen by Harden. Harris kicks to Green. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
It's the Nets now. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Harden. Goes straight to the defender for the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
Irving dishes to Aldridge. Outside Irving. Back to Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And the jam by Harden.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Outside, Scott. Curry passes to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Curry on the wing. Now the pass to Howard. The 8-footer. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. And Seth Curry hits from deep. Curry's got 6 points.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Now, here is Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Aldridge. Here's Claxton up and in from the low block. And the Nets lead by 4.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Stolen by Harden. One-on-one here. Irving. And staying with the play. Irving. Irving's got his first points of the game.
A good decision maker. He looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
Howard, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Brazdeikis is checked in. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Blake Griffin comes in for Brown. And Luwawu subbed in for James Harden. Reedy's checked in for Dwight Howard. Irving misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Irving. 30 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Griffin. Tries again. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Milton the pass to Reed. Here's Brazdeikis. It's Reed, high post. Missed inside. And so it's Brooklyn. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Jordan. Harris is out there with Harden. And there's Green. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Now here is Harris. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off of the slam. He has just unreal hops.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here is Harden. 76ers getting the bucket. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Nets with the lead. Harden finds Harris. Inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Stolen by Harden. To the paint. That's good from Harris on the assist by Harden. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
A putback. It's good on the putback.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
For three, Harris. A shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. It's Curry with the drive. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Harden kicks to Brown. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Harden.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Curry finds Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Outside for Simmons. Ring shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. Brooklyn leading by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the 76ers making a change here. Scott's checked in. Claxton the pass to Irving. And a miss there on the triple. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Milton's shot is good.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Outside Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
Amazing confidence from Irving. He's so skilled at getting inside and getting the shot he wants.
Korkmaz passes to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Maxey passes to Reed. Now, here's Maxey. Covered by Irving. The kick out to Scott. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nets leading by 4. And here is Irving. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Knocked loose. Irving with the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. On the wing, Milton. The pass to Maxey. It's Reed, high post. Back to Milton. Clock at 6. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Harris outside. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Howard in at the center. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Simmons following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. A nice shot by Harris.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic in seeing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Harden out to Harris. And stolen by Thybulle. Simmons can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
The 76ers trail by 6. Howard trying to free himself up. And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Poke loose. Green with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here is Reed. It's good.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Outside Irving. Takes the 13-footer. And the shot is long. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Scott the pass to Reed.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Irving. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Milton. Korkmaz passes to Reed. Here's Milton. A rebound by the Nets. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Here's Claxton. The shot's good. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Maxey. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Curry, here we go. Here's Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Bruce Brown comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Luwawu. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Green following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Simmons. Great D that time from Jordan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. but on that one, they were there.
No, even with contact, the defense isn't enough to slow Harden. I mean, just a guy who gets it done on his drives to the rack.
Here's Curry. James Harden picking up that last basket. Curry attacking outside Green. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Nets leading by 6. Irving for 3. That shot off. The 76ers shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Here's Simmons. Harris dishes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 4th. 6 on the shot clock to the inside. Jordan and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
The drive by Simmons. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. Harden outside. And the wide open shot from Green. At the tip. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Now here's Simmons. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry can't get it to go.
76ers foul. Seth Curry. That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Both good from the line that time.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action below it. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Harris. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. Now here's Capella. Collins in the post. Guarded by Harris. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
And it's good for 2. Herter's got the opening basket of the game for Atlanta.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Now here's Curry. Harris kicks to Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. Another shot. Curry on the wing. The pass to Harris. Young with the steal. Here's Herter. And he misses the fast break layup.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Herter. To the paint. Capella dishes to Young. Back to Capella. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Now, here is Young. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Atlanta. And the 76ers also making a change. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Inside. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Now, here is Young. Bogdanovich finds Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. Shot clock at 5. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Young. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Young's shot is good.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Young looking it over. The tray. Green with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Howard can't hit. The Hawks shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Bogdanovich. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Howard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Okongwu. Gallinari is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Williams. Down low. Here's Korkmaz. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
Mike Scott.
Scott hits them both. The Hawks trail by 3. Williams looking around. Here's Herter, defended by Thibault. Herter passes to Okongwu, and he makes good on the layup. Okongwu's now got his first basket. Now, here's Thibault. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Maxey passes to Reed. Left side, Scott. 76ers moving the ball around. Maxey, no good. The Hawks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And Okongwu slams it in.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And that one's good, Maxey. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Herter, defended by Thibault. Clock at 4. Here's Gallinari. He can't get that one, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Maxey. Rebound by Williams. The Hawks trailing. Here's Herter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herter does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
Now, here's Thibault. Guarded closely. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is checked in for Reed, and Curry subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Now, here's Maxey. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
And here is Williams. Pass to Snell. The three. That shot off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Snell, that's good.
Tony Snell gives you plenty of size out of the backcourt. Doesn't always attack inside as much as he could.
Pass to Korkmaz. Harris outside. Back to Korkmaz. They get it again. That shot misses. The Hawks leading. Bogdanovich finds Williams. Out to Gallinari. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Can't hit from in close. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Curry, good. And the 76ers lead by 1.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Williams dishes to Gallinari. Back to Williams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, and suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 5.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. Okongwu kicks to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
11 seconds left in the first half. Now Harris. Good work defensively by Capella. He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Tie game in Atlanta. And don't go away after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 9 points, 2 assists. And that's a wrap with the third.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point. Offensive rebound. The 76ers lead. And Curry, here we go. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Atlanta's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Young against Simmons. Young, good. Young's got 11. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. They kick it out to Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
The 76ers making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Now, here's Capella. Knocks it loose and stolen by Simmons. Here's Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Hawks trail by 8. Young drives in, and that one good. Young's got 13.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz is checked in. No good from Howard. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. And stolen by Simmons. Howard drives in, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And you see Howard still with some of the signature explosiveness there. Powerful drive.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game. And it goes down 2 points.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. 1:15 left in the third. Here's Simmons, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Trae Young. The 76ers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams passes to Capella. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
It's stolen by Capella. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Bogdanovich finds Gallinari. To the paint, 5 to shoot. Yep, it counts. And now it's just a 4-point 76ers lead.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Howard. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Williams. Hunter is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Collins, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. So it's the Hawks now. 4-point game. It's stolen by Green, and now the 76ers on the break. Collins grabs the miss.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
The 76ers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And it's Green missing. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Here's Herter. Feeds it to Collins. Back to Herter. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
They get a hand on it. The pass to Curry. Harris kicks to Curry. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Philadelphia also making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Collins dishes to Young. Back to Collins. No good. That would have tied it.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim, he's likely to remember that one.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket. Young inside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
You know, it's just a case where you just have to go up strong and live with the results. Nice job. High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Bogdanovich with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Young outside, and there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz is checked in. Now, here is Young. Back to Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Not afraid of the moment. Collins takes pride in making important shots.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Simmons working it over. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. 3-point play, champ. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Simmons, following the basket by Trae Young. And Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Young passes to Collins. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
Ferocious drive. I feel like some defenders still underestimate Collins' acceleration.
And so Collins nails both of them.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Outside, Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now, here is Young. Inside, and stolen by Simmons. And here's the fast break. Ahead, and Howard slams it home.
And with time winding down, this team feels comfortable having the ball in Howard's hands. He just has a great feel for these moments and how to score the ball.
Young against Simmons. And it's sent back by Howard. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Green dishes to Harris. Howard trying to free himself up. Harris misses. Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 5. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Young against Simmons. Young outside. 3-pointer. Misses there. So Philadelphia wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 2.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Brown. Over to the left wing. Here's Griffin. The rebound by Young.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here is Harris. Harden up top. There's the dish to Jordan. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Harris misses. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Young passes to Collins. Young with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Picked away. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Capella kicks to Young. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Capella to the inside. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Young against Harden. Young looking around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Some changes for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Irving against Williams. Good work there as it goes. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
The drive by Green. There's the pass to Aldridge. The Nets working the ball around now. And here we go. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Williams against Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now Gallinari following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. Back to Gallinari. 5 on the clock. Here's Capella. Bank shot. No good. Nets trail by 8. To the middle. Green finds Brown. Right side, Green. Irving from long range. Another miss by Irving. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Tony Snell is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Collins. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 spot. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Good on the bucket. Irving's got 6 points.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Snell dishes to Young. Clock at 6. And stolen by Aldridge. Irving with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Green passes to Irving, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Now the feed to Okongwu. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Harden the pass to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Pass to Snell. Collins against Griffin. Young inside. No points in the game yet for him. Count it.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Nets trail by 8. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harden, it's blocked. Down low. Jordan finds Harris. Goes back up. Harden trying to get open. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Collins. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s.
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Harris. The numbers in their favor. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here's Capella. 6 points for him. Williams finds Capella. Bogdanovich with it, poked away. Johnson with the defensive effort. Nets trail by 4. Shot on the wing. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Now here's Williams. Inside. Capella kicks to Gallinari. The 11-footer. And it's Capella missing. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Williams dishes to Capella. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, with multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards to his credit, Lou Williams will be remembered as one of the best bench players in NBA history.
Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to Irving. Uncovered. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter. Williams with the ball. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what's your view? And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Back to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Capella. Second chance shot. No good on that one. Good D by Jordan. Harris passes to Harden. Out to Harris. Dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now, here is Young. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Brown with it. Guarded by Hunter. Harris outside. For the lead. Outside for Griffin. In the corner. Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Capella, the pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Young. Basket counts.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Now, here is Harden on the wing. Harris passes it to Griffin. Back to Harris. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Harden against Young. Herder passes to Young. To the paint. Capella inside, guarded by Jordan. Clock at 2. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
There's the call on Kevin Herder. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Irving against Young. Irving looking over the floor. Kicks it to Green. Back to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Herder, no good. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herder. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Now here's Williams. He's got 6 to the inside. Irving with the steal. Green with the ball. Williams picks him up. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Irving. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way.
Boy, you have to love when Gallinari runs the floor, and nicely done to reward him with the finish.
Williams against Irving. And the pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Here's Claxton. Rebounded by Snell. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Here's Snell, guarded by Green. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
To the paint. Here's Claxton. Off target. Tie game in Brooklyn. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Irving. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich. Hunter is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. And it's Capella in at the center position. Irving. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Right side, Bogdanovich. Left side, Williams. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Green leading the charge. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, here's Hunter. Here's Bogdanovich. Good D by Irving.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Aldridge, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Aldridge has got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn. Just over a minute played here in the fourth, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shoot.
And here's Harden. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 4.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the layup falls. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Griffin's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the dunk by Capella. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Brown.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Collins. And now Young running the floor all by himself. That ties it up. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Irvin attacking. Pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Irvin. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. When he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Young dishes to Collins. Back to Young. And Collins gets double-teamed. Okongwu, the pass to Young. He kicks to Okongwu. Over Aldridge. Here's Young. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Harden. Yes!
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Harden against Young. Got it!
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Collins kicks to Young. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Irving. It's good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too... And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. And it's Green, then it's Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, Brown out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And the wide open shot from Griffin. They shoot again. Jordan dishes to Griffin. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Howard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Inside, Harris. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Harris outside. Back to Harden. Out to Harris. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Simmons against Harden. And Simmons slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Harden up top. Guarded by Simmons. Harden the pass to Griffin. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the middle. It's stolen by Harris. Jordan finds Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close. It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Green, no luck. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 1. Out to Harris. Passes to Griffin. Oh, trying for it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Another miss by Harden.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Harden the pass to Griffin. And Simmons with the rebound.
That works just like they drew it up. until the part where he short arms the leg.
Chalk up 2 there.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Rebound by the 76ers. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. A shot by Milton, no good. Nets trail by 5. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw this game. Scott the pass to Milton. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded, and he recovers it. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
The 76ers leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Luwawu. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Milton the pass to Maxey. The dish now to Reed. Nice D from Aldridge.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Simmons. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Never easy trying to mark Howard. I mean, he's terrific at forcing the issue and getting the foul call.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Here's Claxton. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Down low, Howard with the steal. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And there's the pass to Scott. On the wing, Milton. Tipped away. Green taking his time here. Irving, good. Irving's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Pass to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Milton. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Irving. Sweet move. And he lays it up and in. Irving's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Maxey passes to Howard. Now here's Maxey. Back to Howard. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Milton, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu Cabarro. Reed, he's checked in for the 76ers. The pass to Maxey.
2 minutes to go in game 2.
Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Maxey. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Brown the pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
I love whenever Griffin finishes with power. I mean, he's showing he's not to be messed with close to the basket.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Irving up top, goes back up. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Kicks it to Harris. Goes up again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Now here's Simmons. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And both free throws good for Reed. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Harden scanning the floor. Another shot. A shot by Jordan, no good.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And the rejection by Harden. The Nets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw good from Harden.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights. Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Harden outside. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Curry against Harris. Curry passes to Reed. Off on the layup. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
They've got Harris on out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
bearded one's mid-range jump shot, money. I mean, he has a great feel for when to shoot from there.
Curry is inside, guarded by Harris. Curry's shot is off. He feeds it to Howard. Some solid defense from Harris.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Griffin finds Harden. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute to this. An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind him. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Now Harden. He's got 8 and stolen by Simmons. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Curry. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Blake Griffin. The 76ers also with a sub. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Harden wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And the basket by Harris. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Brown after the Sixers pick up 2. Claxton drops in the layup for 2. Claxton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Simmons kicks to Howard. Back to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Harris passes to Thybulle. And there's the feed to Howard. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The lead is 2. Back to Harden. Harris looking it over. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Harris. Simmons trying to get open. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Harden kicks to Harris. Claxton the pass to Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Free throw good. James Harden.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double. That was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Now here's Milton. He's got 6 for Philadelphia. They have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in and good on the second, so he makes them both.
No, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
1:10 left in the third. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Over Maxey. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 10.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Reed against Aldridge. The rebound by Luwawu.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Buries the long-range jumper.
you want to know what sets up Irving's drives? I mean, his ability to hit from distance, his handles, his game. He has it all.
Now, here is Reed. And it's sent back by Aldridge. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Irving passes to Luwawu. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Aldridge. Outside, Irving. It's up a 3. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Maxey. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the point guard. Now here is Irving. And slammed up by Jordan.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Howard kicks to Milton. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Harden against Curry. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Green. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Absolute powerhouse down there. Howard attacks with such ferocity. It makes defenders nervous.
So for the Nets, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolating.
Now, here's Howard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. And he may not be converting every chance he gets at the line, but at least he's creating those opportunities. Love the aggressiveness.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Luwawu. Irving passes to Aldridge. Green kicks to Irving. Three-pointer. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Irving passes to Aldridge. To the paint. Howard against Green. Back to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Simmons inside. Covered by Irving. No good from Simmons. Nets leading by 8. Trying to get open is Irving.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Simmons against Irving. But blocked by Simmons.
What athleticism from the young guard. Simmons is excellent at cutting into the heart of the defense.
That's good from Simmons. And Simmons drops them both. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. Harden outside. Harris against Kerr. The putback. It's good on the putback. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now here is Harris. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. Jordan kicks to Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Harris drives in. Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be a hero.
Simmons against Harden. Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And here is Simmons. Feeds it to Howard. Back to Simmons. And it's blocked by Jordan. They retain possession. Simmons can't get it to go. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Back to Irving. Passes it to Harris. To the middle. Harden finds Harris. Lets it fly. It's off.
Ferocious defense from Green. Not afraid to attack the shooter.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Thanks for joining us. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Green. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Howard can hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's stolen by Green. A finish and slam dunk by Harris.
The combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Hawks passing it around. There's the pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Curry. Howard kicks to Curry. And Harris wide open. He shoots. 76ers with the new shot clock. Howard, good.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Simmons against Young. Pass to Capella. Inside, Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. Outside for Simmons. He feeds it to Howard. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Young with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. And the shot goes down.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the drafted.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Young passes to Capella. Howard with the steal. Curry outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Love the effort from Howard there, simply skying up for the rebound and ramming it through with authority.
Young passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Over Milton. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Maxey passes to Scott. Now here's Maxey. Passes it to Korkmaz. Pocket 6. The pass to Maxey. Here's Scott from outside the arc. Rebound by Williams.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Collins dishes to Williams. Collins up top. Guarded by Harris. Here's Gallinari. Capella trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Pass to Milton. Back to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Maxey passes to Scott. And finished off by Scott.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Williams finds Bogdanovich. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And chatting earlier with Ben.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
That's his first personal foul.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Williams. Clint Capella is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Here's Snell. Reed covering the offensive rebound. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Shots good by Williams.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Scott. Banked in off the glass. Scott's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Williams. Up and in on the layup. Williams has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Hawks.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Thibault, the pass to Maxey. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Green comes in for Reed. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And then for Atlanta, Hunter's checked in for Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And stolen by Howard. Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thibault. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And I like it when Howard is not the plodding big man, but a sprinter. He's a freak of an athlete who absolutely can jet down the floor when he decides to.
Young dishes to Okongwu. That's tipped and stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Young against Simmons. Down low. Pass to Huerter. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Herter showed some great progress in his first year and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
The first free throw is good. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Atlanta, John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Gallinari in for Tony Snell. And they double up Simmons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Howard kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Korkmaz.
Like the defensive effort from Young there. He gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Young with no one around. Off target with his 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Green kicks to Harris. Green, the pass to Harris. Back to Green. His first shot coming late. Here's Howard. And the layup's good off the glass. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Young looking around. And finished off by Collins.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Howard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Young against Simmons for the 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball, followed
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's a...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
We've got Reed. Simmons is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Scott, and it's Green in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The feed now to Reed. Outside, Green. Collins against Simmons. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young outside. Kicks it to Capella. And stolen by Simmons. Reed the pass to Korkmaz. Outside, Simmons. Pulls it up. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Well, he doesn't lack.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Curry kicks to Milton, takes the three. Here's Howard. The shot off that time. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic throws it down.
The Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
The 76ers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A shot by Milton, no good. And the Hawks with possession. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Williams. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Thibault. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Maxi's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. He gets it in there.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points on the wing. Williams. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Tipped away. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Williams has got 6 points.
You can make a case that Lou Williams is at his best in that kind of situation. Dynamite in transition.
Maxey passes to Curry. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hunter kicks to Williams. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Goes up at the stripe. Second chance shot. Capella, the pass to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks ahead as they end the third quarter with a huge surge. An 18-5 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5. Maxey passes to Scott. To the inside. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta leading by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And here's Collins from outside. No good there. And the 76ers shooting 47%, pretty solid. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Hunter, the pass to Capella. To the middle. Here's Herter. The kick out to Young. Six to shoot. Capella, the pass to Young. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now a 12-point Hawks lead.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Harris passes to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Maxey passes to Scott. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Young way outside from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
Trae Young, so fun to watch that smooth stroke.
Stolen by Collins. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Curry. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Back to Collins. Dishes it to Capella. Shoots over Scott. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers trail by 15. It's stolen by Capella. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. That one goes. Count it.
Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
And here's Young from the arc. Scott pulls it in.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
The Hawks leading by 13. To the left side wing. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Hunter dishes to Capella. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. 14 points for Clint Capella.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Passes it to Fernando. And stolen by Howard. Feeds to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Bogdanovich looking around. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Unable to get that one. And Curry, here we go. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our And the starting lineups have concluded. So it's the NBA on two. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. He's out there with Harden. Brown out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. Ball stolen. And here is Capella. Young in the corner. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, but we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Harden right side. That shot no good. Collins with some nice D. Here's Young. The shot comes out, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And here we go. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Brown against Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Jordan inside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here's Collins.
Well, you've got to respect Jordan as a shot blocker. He's one of the best in the league. His length and explosiveness make him a great rim protector.
Now, here's Collins after Clint Capella's miss. Collins passes to Capella, and the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Gallinari surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bogdanovic inside.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. And it's Williams in for Young.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
We always talk about it. I mean, those second-round picks who turn out to be gems, no one thought Williams would end up at the free throw line as much as he does.
Irving. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Gallinari outside. The feed to Okongwu. Aldridge with some nice D. Nets trail by 6, and here they go. A nice shot by Griffin.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Williams. It's good.
Quick off the dribble. Gets a step on the nearest defender. Bye-bye, says Williams.
Here's Irving. Swiped it away. And here they come. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 6. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And it's Green with the jam.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
The Hawks leading by 6. Pass to Okongwu. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gallinari outside. Here's Snell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete. Explosive and great balance and mobility. Powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Brown is checked in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams against Irving. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Here's Okongwu. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Hawks on top. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harris is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. The Hawks need to get off the shot here. Herter, no good. From 13, Harden, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his...
Oh, what a play!
Woo! And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Here's Herter. Right side, Williams. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Ball's knocked loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Collins. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Shot clock at 6. Shot by Collins, no good. Nets trail by 4. Here's Irving. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Herter passes to Young. a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to Griffin. He nails it, and we're tied up. Griffin's got 6.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Pass to Herter. Griffin with the steal. To the inside. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for John Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Herter. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Young's shot is good.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Harden up top, defended by Young. Young with the steal. It's stolen by Brown. And Harden wide open. He shoots. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
3-pointers. Snell. Pass to Young. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Harden. Left side, Brown. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Out to the right wing. Now the pass to Snell. The 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And he dunks it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And a deep 3 from Harden. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trey Young, John Collins, and that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
They've got Hunter, Lou Williams out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Capella in at the 5. Home in the paint. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Williams against Harden. And Capella sends it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Harris looking it over. Offline with his 3. Atlanta leading by 7. Capella with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Williams against Harden. Williams dishes to Hunter. Left side, Williams over Harden, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Harden. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Here's Snell. 5 points in the game. Outside, Williams. And the rejection by Harden. Williams passes to Bogdanovich.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Harris dishes to Jordan. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Jordan's got 6.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Snell finds Williams. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here's Harden. Harris outside. Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Harden. Down low. Claxton with the bucket. And now just a 3-point Hawks lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Williams passes to Capella. And that one, good. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, he's a powerful presence with great length. Capella can make things happen inside for sure.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. So for the Nets, we've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Herter and the powerful one-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And it's Goodwin with the ball for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kicks to Okongwu. Three seconds left. That one doesn't go. Aldridge with some nice D.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Collins against Griffin. It's Collins with the drive.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And Brooklyn turns it over again. So for the Hawks, Solomon Hill, he's checked in for John Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Gallinari. The Hawks leading by 7. Now Goodwin still looking for his first bucket in this one. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's Goodwin. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Snell. Goodwin passes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. 9 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack
with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 1. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Green. Inside, here's Capella, and he converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Young over Irving. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. Capella inside. Aldridge is covering. Throws it down. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
They get a hand on it. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Young with the ball. To the middle. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics, because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Right side Irving. In the corner, it's Griffin. Back to Irving. 4 on the clock. Fast break, the Hawks. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Luwawu. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Young outside. Out to the right wing. Herter passes to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hunter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
It's Harden with the drive, and Capella sends it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And here's Harden. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so they foul intentionally. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Harden.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Here's Irving. Hand contact on the... And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from James Harden. Now here's Williams. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Okongwu. Up and in on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Snell. The dish to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got room. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so the Hawks take the win. It was a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.